Alright, let's go, boys. Find it difficult to introduce yourself to other people. Yeah, I do. Not fully. You often get so lost in your thoughts that you forget or ignore your surroundings. I don't forget or ignore them, but I get lost in my thoughts a lot, yeah, okay. You try to respond to no. Well, I guess I could replace emails with texts. You try to respond to your texts as soon as possible and cannot stand a messy inbox. I don't really care. If I get an interesting text, I'll reply to it right away, but if it's just someone sending me a link, I'll hold off on it. Find it easy to stay relaxed even when there's some pressure. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty self-explanatory. You do not usually initiate conversation. Usually I don't, but I will if I have to. You rarely do something just sheer out of curiosity. Rarely? Yeah, I rarely. Yeah, rarely. You feel superior to other people. Alright, well, here's where this gets tricky. It's not that I feel superior to other people, but I'm really good at knowing what my strengths are compared to other people. Does that make me superior? No. But if I'm better at something, I know it. Being organized is more important to you than being adaptable. You have to be good at doing things on the fly, I think. You can be the most organized person in the world, but if something goes wrong, you gotta be able to adapt. You are usually highly motivated and energetic. No. Highly motivated? I would say I'm highly motivated, but not also energetic. So that's why it's kidding. Although disagree. Winning a debate matters less to you than making sure no one gets upset. Yeah, I'd say that's one of my weaknesses, is that I like to make sure no one's feelings get hurt. So yeah, depends who I'm debating with. If I'm debating with like some random people, I don't really give a shit. If I'm debating with like people I talk to every day, then I'm gonna be less harsh. Well, that's a lie. I scream at people during debates, but whatever. You often feel as if you have to justify yourself to people. I think in most situations you do have to justify yourself, but not because like you feel insecure if you don't, but just because it's good to prove what you know what you're talking about, so people take you seriously. But you often feel as if you have to I don't think that's what this is talking about. I think it's talking about if I make a decision, I always have to explain myself. I don't think that your home and work environments are quiet and tidy. Oh yeah, they're quite tidy. Yes, I clean everything. If there's some crumbs on my table, I'll clean them.
The minor takes place at
You do not mind being at the center of attention. I mean, I don't care if I'm at the center of attention. I avoid the center of attention, but if I am the center of attention, I don't care. You consider yourself more practical than creative. More often I'm practical than creative, but I can be creative when it's important to be. Like if I'm trying to solve some like social problem, I can be creative, but I'm usually more practical. People can rarely upset you. Upset me? People can't upset me, but I do get emotional, but I don't get upset. Like, if I really care about something, I'll like show passion, but I won't get upset. Your travel plans are usually well thought out. Not really. If I'm planning on going somewhere, I just kind of like go there, and what happens after that is up in the air. It is often difficult for you to relate to other people's feelings. No, I'm really good at relating to people. If someone's if someone's going through something, I could usually I could see, unless there's like some rare situation where someone's being completely ridiculous, which has obviously happened to me before. But yeah, usually I know what people are feeling. Your mood can change very quickly. I mean, not really. No. In a decision, the truth is more important than people's sensitivities. Oh, discussion. In a discussion. Truth is more important. It also depends on who the people are. If like I'm trying to come to a logical decision, and yes, the truth is very important. But if it's someone I know I have to be around, then I'll be more careful with my words. But I agree. Well, it says should be. It doesn't say treat it as if it's more important. Yes, the truth should be more important. You rarely worry about how your actions affect other people. Disagree slightly. I mean, you should always think about how your actions are gonna affect not only you but also other people. Like, I might really want to burn down my neighbor's house because it's ugly, but I would feel bad for my neighbors. Your work style is closer to random energy spikes than to a methodical and organized approach. Yeah, whenever I feel like doing something, I do it. That's the kind of person I am. You're often envious of others. No. I have what I have and I'm happy for it. Oh, here we go. This is my type of question. An interesting book or a video game is often better than a social event. Hell yeah, it is. You know it. Being able to develop a plan and stick to it is the most important part of every project. Being able to develop a plan is important. Sticking to it isn't that important, as you might think of something better in the future, so disagree. You rarely get carried away by fantasies and ideas. Rarely? I rarely get carried away, but I do get carried away quite often. Some like random thoughts. Like I'll imagine like
takes place shortly after the girl from Level Up was thrown into the nether.
Like what would happen if I was on this episode of a TV show? Like how could I make things different, stuff like that. But or like what if I was on this talk show or something? Like I would argue this point. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, you often find yourself lost in thought while you are walking in nature. If I'm just walking around, then yeah, I get lost in the sauce. I mean, what else are you gonna do? You're just walking. What else are you gonna do? Just not think? Okay. If someone does not respond to your text quickly, you start worrying if you said something wrong. No. Usually, I know people have things to do. They can't always be responding to what I say. As a parent, you would rather see your child grow up kind than smart. Well, if I have a smart asshole for a kid, I wouldn't want that, so. I agree slightly that kindness is more important than being smart. You do not let other people influence your actions. For the most part, no. If I want to do something, then I'll do it. But obviously people have influence on what I do. I'm not the only person on the world. I think about others too. When you sleep, your dreams tend to focus on real world and its events. Usually my dreams are a little bit of both. Like the first half of one of my dreams will be like real, and the second half it'll like twist into some like weird not reality. So I guess neutral, half and half. It does not take you much time to start getting involved in social activities at your new workplace. Disagree. If there's a lot of new people around, I don't really go out of my way to care about them. Oh, Steve. You are more of a natural improviser than a careful planner. Yeah, I'm better at improvising than planning. I'm good at planning too, but I'm better at improvising, I would say. Your emotions control you more than you control them. No, I'm pretty good at controlling how I feel about things. You enjoy going to social events that involve dress up or roleplay? Fuck no. You often spend time exploring unrealistic and impractical yet intriguing ideas. Yeah. Yeah, I think about random stuff sometimes. Like I said before, like, if I was on an episode of a TV show, something like that. Or, like, sometimes, like, I'll think about, like, if I was, like a famous person, you know what I mean? Like, how I would use my power for, like, the betterment of myself. How I would be a better Jake Paul than Jake Paul. You would rather improvise than spend time coming up with a detailed plan. I wouldn't rather improvise, but I do not like making plans. You are a relatively reserved and quiet person. Relatively, yeah. If you had a business, you would find it very difficult to fire loyal but underperforming employees. Not very difficult, but it would be like if someone was always by my side, but their work was terrible. It wouldn't be very difficult, so I'll disagree that it would be difficult, but it would be a little difficult, so slightly disagree. I wouldn't find it that difficult. You often contemplate the reasons for human existence. Often, no. Every now and then, sure. I'm not too concerned about the reason why I'm here. I just want to, be here and accept that. Logic is usually more important than heart when it comes to making important decisions. Yes, logic is more important than how I feel. If I would feel happy eating an entire buffet, I would feel like happy eating an entire pizza buffet, but logically I shouldn't do that. So keeping your options open is more important than having a to-do list. Yes. If you're only following a to-do list, it's good to have a to-do list, but you're only following the to-do list, you'll miss out on some opportunities. So if your friend is sad about something, you're more likely to offer emotional support and suggest the way to deal with the problem. More likely? Most likely I'll do both. So I wouldn't say I'm more likely to do either. That means I would disagree, right? If your friend is sad about something, you're more likely to offer emotional support. Suggest ways to deal with the problem. Nah, I'm not more likely to do one or the other. You rarely feel insecure. Yeah, I don't care what people think of me. You have no difficulties coming up with a personal timetable and sticking to it. Disagree. If I say I'm gonna do something, usually I forget about it or I think of something better to do. Being right is more important than being cooperative when it comes to teamwork. Alright, so let's say I have like a proven idea. I know that if I do this, I will get this result. Is that more important than teamwork? No, because if people aren't on the same page as you, then it'll just go left. Everyone has to be on the same page, even if it's the wrong page. That's not true either. This is a good question. There's no right or wrong answer here, but I personally think that being cooperative is more important. Pretty much more important. You think that everyone's views should be respected regardless if they are supported by facts or not? Does this mean if someone doesn't have facts, or if there are facts that disprove them? Everyone should get the time of day to speak their opinion, but it's my choice to, after that, if I want to acknowledge it or not. So yeah, I guess I'll respect what they say, what they have to say. That doesn't mean I'll agree with it. I'm not gonna be a Nazi and say you shouldn't listen to anybody. You should always listen to people. You feel more energetic after spending time with a group of people. I mean, yeah, cause like your energies come together and like come together, you know. If I'm just by myself relaxing, I'm not gonna be energetic at all. You frequently misplace your things. No. The only thing I really misplace is my phone, because I carry that around everywhere, so I guess I'll completely disagree. You see yourself as very emotionally stable. Yeah. Your mind is always buzzing with unexplored ideas and plans. Not always. But yeah, I'll get some random ideas here and there. You would not call yourself a dreamer. Disagree. I have the
Level Up is complicated, as it was made with
most ambitious dreams in the world.
The photo album scene takes place.
You usually find it difficult to relax when talking in front of many people.
Is the chronological start of the story.
Does this mean like public speech?
During the bridge scene,
If it means public speech, then yeah, I don't like that.
the kid who fell
Generally speaking, you rely more on your experience and your imagination.
Between that moment and when the kids all
Generally speaking, yeah.
that he felt betrayed
But if I can think of a creative way to solve a problem,
leading up to the events of Starless
I'll try it out.
This marks the end of this story.
You worry too much about what other people think.
I want to develop a more properly written,
Too much? I worry enough about what other people think.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
If someone has something to say about me, would I care? No. But would I want to hear what they have to say? Would I want to hear their criticism and think about it? Maybe make myself a better person? Then sure. If the room is full, you stay closer to the wall, avoiding the centers. Yeah. You have a tendency to procrastinate until there is not enough time to do everything. I procrastinate until there is just enough time to do everything. So, I'll disagree with that. Middle. You feel very anxious in stressful situations. No, stress doesn't get to me like that. Not really, no. You believe that it is more rewarding to be liked by others than to be powerful. Well, there's a meme about me that I'm some power hungry kid, but people are more important to me. Yeah, but there's also a good balance of like people respecting you and people like enjoying who you are. I don't really give a shit about power. I don't care about power at all. You always have been interested in unconventional and ambiguous things. Examples in books, art, or movies. Book, arts, and movies, no. But I've been interested in unconventional things like ghost stories. If someone like tells one, I want to know more about it. Or if I am reading a good book, which is almost never, or watching a great movie, I get really into it. But will I seek these things out? Not necessarily. I often take initiative in social situations. No, not often. I do not often take initiative, but I will take initiative. It's important. Alright. Your personality type is mediator. No one can stop you from dreaming. Introverted? Okay, yeah, I agree. Intuitive? I feel like I'm a little more observant than intuitive, but whatever. Straight. Feeling versus thinking. I don't know how I got that, but I feel like I think more than I feel, but tactics, prospecting, and judging. However, I'm not much of a judger. I'm much more of a looking at all the options. Assertive? Yeah, I am pretty assertive. Assertive. Well, let's read into it. True idealist, always looking for a hint of good in even the worst people and events. That's true. I do that. Searching for ways to make things better. Yeah, I don't like scrapping ideas. I like to take good or decent ideas and make them better. I guess that's what it's referring to. While they may be perceived as calm, reserved, or even shy, I am calm, reserved, and a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just that if I don't have anything to say, I'm not gonna say it. Mediators have an inner flame and passion that can truly shine. That's true. I can get really passionate about things. I think I said that earlier in the video. Comprising just 4% of the population. Okay, I'm a rare breed. The risk of feeling misunderstood is unfortunately high. I do sometimes feel misunderstood, but not to the point where I care. But when they feel like-minded people to spend their time with, the harmony they feel will be a fountain of joy and inspiration. That's true. Either I like people or I don't. I try like really hard to like people, and sometimes I dislike people for no reason. But I really enjoy people who can share the same opinions as me. And I do respect people with different opinions, but like it says, I'm still like passionate about my own. Being a part of a diplomat role group, mediators are guided by their principles rather than their logic. Excitement or practicality. Centennials. Yeah, I would not say I'm a centennial or an exploring. I'd say I'm a little bit of an analyst, but I'm more of. I guess this is kind of right. I'm more of a principle kind of person than a logical. I'm a little bit of both. When deciding how to move forward, they will look to honor beauty, morality, and virtue. Yeah. Alright, what else is there here? Listen to many but talk to few. That's perfect. Shakespeare, Vulcan, York, Johnny Depp. I wouldn't say I'm like any of those people, but whatever. Let's see. Strengths and weaknesses. Strength, idealistic. Yeah. Seek value and harmony. Yeah. Open minded and flexible. Yeah. Very creative. No. Not very creative. I feel I can be creative, but I'm not that creative. Passionate and energetic. Very true. Dedicated and hardworking. That's true. I like to procrastinate, but once I set my mind to I'm gonna do this, then I really crack down and do it. But if I don't care, I just don't care. See the weaknesses. Too idealistic. Yeah. Like I said, if I don't care, I don't care. If I'm focusing on something, I'm gonna forget about other things in order to achieve it. Altruistic. What does that mean? Meteors see themselves as selfish, but only because they want to give much more than they are able to. Wow. That hit me pretty hard. That's me in a nutshell. I want to give everything I can. They've become so self-fulfilling. They try to push themselves to commit to a chosen cause or person, forgetting to take care of the needs of others, especially themselves. Other needs in their lives, especially themselves. Yeah, that's true. I do put people before me. I don't think that's a weakness though. I think that's how I like it. Practical. Yeah, I can ignore practical matters. That is true. Dislike dealing with data. That's not true. I like to look at the facts. Take things personally. Uh, I do take harsh criticism personally. Like, someone's not trying to reason with me. They're just saying what. I guess if they're just saying it how it is, that can get to me because I feel like people don't make an effort to actually speak to me about it. They just kind of say it how it is and tell me to move on. That really pisses me off. And you could ask any of my friends, they'll agree with you. Difficult to get to know. I'm not difficult to get to know. It's just that I won't get to know you if I don't want to. But if I feel like talking to you, then I'm really easy to get to know. Relationships. Dreamy idealist, pursuit of perfect relationship. That's true. Because I've technically never had a girl. Okay, that's true. I've never had a girlfriend. But better 3 hours too soon than a minute too late. Aversion of conflict. Yeah, that's me. Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none. That's true. I don't trust many people. I respect everybody. And I try to please every side. I wouldn't say that yeah, I guess I am looking for the perfect soulmate. That doesn't mean I won't go on some dates here and there, but I'll go on some dates here and there, but I will not be having any girlfriend anytime soon. Friendships. Mediator friends. The true friends of mediator personality type tend to be few and far between, but those that make the cut are often friends for life. That is very true. I don't, if I don't like someone, I won't be their friend. That's true. And the friends that I do have, I will never lose. My friends from middle school, my friends from high school, my friends from the internet. If I make you as a friend, then you're in it for the long run with me. That's true. Mm, dualities. Okay. Grave depth of human understanding. That is true. If I don't understand what people are talking about, then I always have to ask people, like, what the heck are you thinking? I don't know. When people don't want to open up to me, that's kind of an insult to me. And I don't like that, but whatever. How poor are they that they have not patience? Or more likely, a friendship with a turbulent executive, on the other hand, governed by social. Yeah, a lot of my friends are well, not a lot of my friends, but my best friends are complete opposites of me. Like, I feel like I work the best with people who are nothing like me. And people who are like me, I guess are kind of my rivals, you could say. If someone thinks the same way as me. I like when people think different than me. That's true. Yeah, shields are properly navigated and they decide to open up and trust another person. Okay. Parenthood, I don't give a fuck about. Let's see career habits because this is getting long. Um, is perhaps more challenging for mediators to sign. Yeah, that is true. I didn't know what I wanted to do until like signing up for college. I still don't even know what I want to do. Because I have some dreams. I have some dreams, some memes, and some red beamers in my mind that I'm trying to achieve. There's place and means for everyone. That's true. I feel like everything in the world has a purpose, whether I want to associate with that purpose or not. I ignore. Like, I feel even the negative people in my life, like, really, if someone has ever been a negative person in my life, they've helped me grow. I don't know if that's what. I'm not gonna read the whole thing because I'm bored, but if to do were as easy as to know what we were good to do, hmm, where mediators will not thrive as a high stress, team heavy, busy environment. That's not true. I like. Okay, what is true is that I like to think by myself, but I like to share my ideas with people. So let's say there's a stressful situation. I like to think it through in my head, but I will always come back to people and say, "This is what I thought of. What do you guys think?" I think that's really important. So this is kind of half right. Workplace habits. If it isn't worth doing, it isn't really worth doing. That's exactly how I think. If I don't like to do something, then I'm not gonna do it. Even if it's gonna make me a lot of money, or if it's gonna benefit my future. If I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna do it. Subordinates. I prefer latitude and would much rather immerse themselves in a project alone or with a close team. I see this is I have to be with people I really want to interact with. Like let's say I could have the best people at their job, but I just won't be able to work well with them if I'm not friends with them. I could be working on a NASA project and I could be like the lead of launching the rocket. If I don't like the people and I don't know them, then I won't succeed. I think that's true. Colleagues. Feel comfortable among colleagues. That's true. They aren't interested in controlling others. That's true. It's not that I'm interested in controlling others, it's just that if I have to, I will, and I feel like I could do that. But that could be my weakness coming through, which is trying to do more than I'm supposed to do. Most of this comes down to good communication, which mediators prefer to conduct in person. That's true. I don't like porn writing. That's true. Where they can compose and perfect their statements. Yeah, that's true. When I'm trying to get a point across, I'll type it out a couple times before I'm ready to send it. Alright, conclusion. Vivid imagination, overcome challenging obstacles, brighten the lives of those around them. See, this is what I needed to hear today. My ego is already through the roof, but this is just boosting it even farther. Invaluable in many areas, including its own personal growth. I can easily be tripped up where idealism, altruism, more of a liability than an asset. That's why keeping a good partner, making friends, I feel like I have those. I have great, all my friends are great. From the first friends I made back in preschool, which I still have to this day, to the friends I made last year. They're all great. And I wouldn't trade them for anything. You have red so far is just an intro deck. Yeah. This is a little creepy. But that's the end of the video because I don't care anymore. I hope you guys learned something about me, and goodbye.